So I wanted to talk a minute or three about this violin. It's called the Moses Guarneri. It's not a real Guarnerius. I named it that because that looks like Moses to me. You can see him holding his staff to the left. Doesn't that look like Moses? Anyway, and I decorated it. I repaired it myself and decorated it with a stencil in black and gold on the side. I think it turned out really nicely. And it's a beautiful sounding violin. It's probably my favorite violin. Next to my fiddler shop violin, which is an artist violin, it's called. That's the only new violin that I purchased. Every other violin I have is a violin that I bought broken and repaired myself. And the sound on this is, you can't really hear it right when I'm plucking it, but it's very rich and it has just a beautiful, mellow, yet it projects, and it's just rich and beautiful. It's just a wonderful violin. It's not as easy to play as my other violins are. I don't know why that is. I think it might have something to do with the shape of a Guarneri model as opposed to a Stradivari model. I'm not sure, but I've done various adjustments on it to try to make it easier to play, and it has gotten easier to play more ergonomically. I think that's what I'm talking about. The problem is ergonomics, and I'm not sure how to solve it, but but anyway, I've learned how to play it, and it's great. And I'll show you the before and after picture. Thankfully this time, I don't always get before pictures of my broken violins. That's how it looked when I bought it on eBay for $99 plus shipping. And then that was after I repaired it. And that case I'm using for a different violin right now. So, anywho, that's the Moses Guarneri. It's famous in my house, Kansas. And I'm just going to show real quick the tools that I use. When I first got bitten by the violin bug, I'll finish my thought in a second. This is my lion's head violin. It works fine. It's in the drawer because I don't have anywhere else to put it. When I first started repairing, it's because I had to. I had no money to buy a new violin. I found a broken violin that I could fix, and that's where I started. And I can blame Olaf the Violin Maker for just getting me into violins in the first place. It was the summer of 2020, and I just was depressed because of the situation, obviously, with coronavirus and politics and things that were happening at the time. And I needed to do something different. And I came upon the video of Olaf the Violin Maker, and that was it. I was bitten. I wanted to repair violins. I wanted to play violins. I just fell in love. And it's not actually the first time I wanted to get into violins. I wanted to play when I was a kid, and I ended up playing the flute instead. But that's another story for another time. So these are my carving tools. They're not the best. They're the cheapest I could find. I don't have money, so everything I've done has been piecemeal, and like I said, I had to learn how to repair violins so that I could have a violin to play, but it kind of took off, and I have all kinds of stuff. This is my favorite kind of chin rest. It's the Molko, Molko chin rest. You can buy them on eBay, I believe. Or there may be a website, I don't know. But anyway, I pretty much removed most other chin rests, and that's why they're filling up my box here. And this is all I use on the violins that I've repaired. It's my favorite. Here's my peg paste. Here's what is this? Oh, this is my reamer tool to ream out the peg holes. I'm not awake yet, sorry. And here's a peg shaver and some old pegs. I don't know why I hang on to these, just in case. Some old bridges, 3/4 cello bridge that I need to carve for my 3/4 cello. Oh, those are fine tuners. Here's my clamps that I use to hold the pieces together when I'm fixing it. And my lion's head violin is the first one I actually properly repaired with well, I don't know if it's proper because the dimensions are probably not perfect as far as the height of the fingerboard and all the other things, but it sounds fine. I haven't tuned it. Ooh, sounds pretty good because I haven't played it in a while. But I used hide glue to hold this together, and it's the first one I used the hide glue on. The other ones, I'm not going to tell on myself what I did to them, but it's probably not as bad as I think it is. Anyway, this is my favorite tail gut. It's Titanic. What the heck? I need more coffee, I swear. Titanium. Titanium tail gut. I think that's what it's called, right? Anywho, yeah, tail gut. What I like about this as opposed to this kind of tail gut is that it seems more resonant. It seems to allow the instrument to be more resonant. That may just be in my head. I don't know. But that's what I think. And here's my sound post blanks and sound post setting tool. See, I got to keep the cap on that or it'll cut somebody. I'm the only one that gets in this drawer, so. And then here's my bow hairs. This is synthetic. I want to use that sometime. And I've rehaired a couple bows. It's not my favorite thing to do. Here's my spare strings. I got a bunch of them. I have played with so many different strings to try to get the sound that I want from my violins, and I think I've learned a lot. Here's all of my shoulder pieces, including one that I fashioned myself. Shoulder rests, I mean. Because I have never been happy with any of my shoulder rests, and I ended up throwing them all in here and not using. Here's another shoulder rest I made out of foam. This was the one that worked the best. But I ended up not using a shoulder rest at all. Now I play without a shoulder rest because it doesn't work for me. I cannot find the right shoulder rest, and here's some necks. So anyway, yeah, lots of parts in there, and I keep all of my, scheisse. Sorry. I'm trying to break another violin. I like my lion's head violin. I got that from England, and it was in really bad shape, and that one I think I spent the most on for a broken violin. It was like a couple hundred, I think. Anyway, that's my rambling. I keep everything in this drawer so that's my tools. That's it. It's only taking up one drawer of my house. And then I don't have a big old mess in my house. There's my kitty. I have 3. Which one are you? Precious. You're precious. And so, like, when I do work on a violin, which I haven't done in a while, I have one more violin to repair at the moment. When I do, I work out here. I clear off this table, and I set up my tools, and that's my workshop. So anyway, I will stop rambling now, and thanks for listening. Bye.